So I'm always thinking to myself, how can I add more value to my community? And I don't want to just sell you a product. I want to sell you a solution so that you can make some money from it. Hello, folks. Welcome to today's live training where we're going to be talking about the top 5 ways to create a profitable stage on YouTube. I'm Evolve Benton, the Speaking for Profit coach, and I'm also a strategist that supports you with building your brand, building your income, and becoming a profitable speaking and consulting business. So if you're watching right now, just go on to put hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching in the near and dear future, put hashtag replay. I also would love to know where you're watching from, what location. I know that we have some global folks who watch. It was so cool. I was in one of our 5-day challenges the last month, I think, or maybe the month before, and someone was there from Australia. They were actually watching and attending the challenge like at, I think, 2 or 3 in the morning. So I'm so thankful for all the folks around the world who continue to support us and continue to support the work and continue to watch and be involved with Speaking for Profit University. So I'm really looking forward to this conversation as we talk about the top 5 ways to create a profitable stage on one of my favorite platforms, which is YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you showing up to the space. And if you haven't already gone and subscribe to the channel, we post videos every week, except for when we're taking some time off to restore ourselves. As much as I believe in profit, I also believe in the importance of restoration. So sometimes we do take a break and sometimes we're traveling, but we do commit to showing up at least once a week. We had the great opportunity this week to also drop a podcast episode. And if you haven't checked that out, where we talk about how to utilize pronouns and how to support the LGBTQIA community, I had my amazing client, Star Peterson, on there, and we just had a really great conversation. So you can check that out as well on Speaking for Profit YouTube's channel. You can also listen to it if you're more of a podcast listener to everywhere where podcast episodes exist and live. You just want to search Speaking for Profit on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or anywhere where you listen to shows. You should be able to find us. So that was a really cool episode that I got a chance to do this week. And I'm extremely thankful for Star for showing up and showing out. And I look forward to interviewing other clients about their expertise and bringing them on the Speaking for Profit podcast. So let's talk a little bit about today's conversation, y'all, which is how to create a profitable stage on YouTube. And one thing I want to share with you all is if you're not already a part of our amazing community, the Speaking for Profit Circle, I would suggest that you go on and join. This is a great space for you to be able to build your signature talk and find paid speaking opportunities. So if you are looking for your first or maybe your next paid opportunity and you need a community to support you, I would suggest going on and joining the Speaking for Profit Circle. It's a free community that we've created. And within that course, in that community, I talk about the power of creating your own stage. There's something really, really amazing about getting paid from organizations, being able to get paid from like a Facebook or an Indeed or an Amazon, or even some of the smaller organizations around the world who need people to come in and motivate their audience or come in and inspire or talk about innovation. Or if you're an educational consultant, come in and talk about your framework. There's something really powerful about that. But there's something even more powerful about being able to create your very own stage and do that on a consistent basis. So from creating my own stage here on YouTube on the Speaking for Profit University channel, some of the great things that have came from that is that recently we hit 500 subscribers. So we have 500 amazing subscribers on this channel. Shouts out to all of you. I believe we're like at 508 or 509, something like that, which when we think about YouTube in particular, we're getting closer to being able to have our channel monetized. Now, when I first started my channel here at Speaking for Profit University, it wasn't really the idea for it to be a monetized channel. I was like, if I continue to create value and continue to show up on YouTube, of course, eventually we will monetize it. But for me, it was about monetizing it through my own business and my own platform, not waiting for YouTube to monetize. But it's great to know that our subscribers are growing. Our views have grown. We currently have about 30,000 views on YouTube, which is pretty amazing. So we're continuing to be pushed out. More people are continuing to learn about Speaking for Profit, continuing to learn about the Wealthy Speaker Framework, and learning more and more about the business and not just the business, but the craft of public speaking from myself and other experts that I bring on the channel. The other thing that has been really great about utilizing YouTube as our own stage here at Speaking for Profit is that several people have purchased digital products from the platform. So we've had 5-day challenges purchased. We also have some premier group coaching that we support people with, and people have purchased that from the platform. And that is really great because, as you all know, most of the time when you're doing sales, usually takes emails and master classes and, webinar, which is great. But I think there's nothing like sending someone a link to your YouTube channel. And if you really are able to be consistent, you're able to send them value because you've done some training and development on that channel, but also to show them your style of work and your consistency. And I don't know about y'all, but there's some products and some services that I've purchased on YouTube because I feel so connected to the person who's speaking about it, and I trust them now that I've seen them speak a couple of times. So those are a few of the highlights that have came in. The other thing that YouTube has really done for us is really given us a global connection with our community. So I was telling you all when we first started this training, we had someone at the challenge that was from Australia. They found us on YouTube. I recently had a call with another Speaking for Profit Circle member that recently moved to the United States from, I believe, Ghana. So we've had some global connections, which have been really great. And I didn't really think about that when I joined YouTube. I really honestly thought about, yes, I want to be able to find clients and add value, but I didn't think about it going beyond the United States. So that has been something that has been really exciting for me, the brand, the business, and the impact that we're able to make. And the last thing that I'll share, which is why many of you might be here because you've probably seen the post that I share, we make about $800 a month from affiliate income. And primarily most of our affiliate income in Speaking for Profit comes from Kajabi, which is one of my favorite platforms for digital creators. If you want to create an online course or a private paid podcast or ebook, I love Kajabi for those aspects. And most of our affiliate income comes from there. We haven't even tapped into Google or Amazon or, trying to affiliate any other products, which I'm sure if we did, we would grow even more. So when I'm talking about creating your own stage, as you all could hear, some of these highlights are really directly from money coming directly to us and not about necessarily monetizing your YouTube channel. But I know with the consistency that we have as a team, eventually that will happen. Right now we're monetizing through YouTube, but outside of it. And that's through clients, digital products, and affiliate income. What I love about the affiliate income is literally there's no work to it. I do a couple of videos. I've done a couple of videos where I've really just shared about some of the amazing products, work, and setup of Kajabi. People click my affiliate link, they join. And what I've done is I've planted on the back end of my Kajabi free link an opportunity for people have an opportunity to sign up for Kajabi for, I believe, 14 days. And then they have to pay whatever fee they decide, depending on which membership. But they also get a free course from me called Course to Profit. And that course shows them how to make their first $1,000. So I'm always thinking to myself, how can I add more value to my community And I don't want to just sell you a product. I want to sell you a solution so that you can make some money from it, because you're not going to stay with Kajabi if you just sign up. You're going to stay with Kajabi if you actually make money and you're able to add value to your own communities and audiences. So that's what this talk today is about, right? Like 5 ways for you to create your own profitable stage on YouTube. I've told you a little bit about some of the success that I've had primarily the last 6 months, y'all. Like, it hasn't been that long since we've been utilizing this strategy. And now I want to tell you a little bit about what are the top ways to build that profitable stage. So before I go into that, if you are watching now, put hashtag live. I see there's some more folks here. I do want to share with you all that today is going to be just a short training on this, but I am going to be giving a full training about the full strategy that I've been able to utilize with YouTube. And what I'm going to share at this training is video ideas that I've been able to put together, how I'm utilizing my thumbnails, how I'm utilizing tags, and how I'm utilizing promotion to make sure that I'm connecting with everyone, right? This workshop is going to be happening at our live event this month, Speaking for Profit Live. And Speaking for Profit Live is happening here in Atlanta, Georgia. If you're able to make it to Atlanta, we would love to have you. But I know for some of you, like I said, we have a global audience. For some of you, and I'm just typing because I'm adding this to the chat because I want you to get the link. For some of you, coming live might not be a thing, so you might need to grab a virtual ticket. Virtual tickets to the event are $97. So if you're really interested in going beyond today's topic and really getting into implementation, today is going to be more of a how did I do it? But if you want the details, you want to ask me questions, you want to be able to ask questions from the chat, be a part of the Q&A, I want you to come out to Speaking for Profit Live. The tickets are $97 virtually. If you are able to show up in Atlanta, it is $397, but that gives you 2-day access. Folks who are showing up in person, Friday, we're going to go to a game night at an event called I'm actually not going to share that live because I want privacy, but we're going to do a game night on Friday. And then Saturday, we'll have a full day where we're renting out a content studio to be able to teach you all everything from how to create a profitable YouTube show to how to create more business without burning out. And then the second half of the day, we're going to focus on speakers from Speaking for Profit University hitting the stage, sharing their stories, sharing their frameworks. We're going to record those folks, and then we're going to turn it into professional speakers reels. So if you're in Atlanta and you know you need a professional speakers reel, come through. We'll create it for you. We still have a couple of VIP tickets available if you're not going and get your virtual ticket, because today we're going to go surface level on this topic. But in a couple of weeks, June 21st, June 22nd, that's when Speaking for Profit Live is. I'll go into more detail about this topic. All right, cool. So click the link, grab your tickets. And what I'll do is I'll also put it in the comments for folks to get it who are watching here on YouTube. Attention public speakers, coaches, and consultants. Ever dreamt of booking 5-figure speaking and consulting contracts? In just 5 days, I'm teaching my tried and tested system to elevate your speaking and consulting business. Forget the cold emails, bypass the salesy pitches. This challenge is about building genuine high-value connections. And here's a promise I have for you. With a commitment of just 1 to 2 hours a day for 5 days, you're gonna witness transformative results. On day 1, you'll learn how to craft a business strategy without cold emails or paying to speak. Day 2 is all about you redefining your profile to attract decision makers ready to invest in your expertise. By day 3, you'll have your very own 5-figure sales system to turn contacts into clients. By day 4, we will have you automating your funnel with proven templates and scripts. And day 5, I'm going to teach you how to master the art of discovery calls with a step-by-step checklist and exclusive 5-figure sales secrets. Whether you're just stepping onto the speaking scene or you're a seasoned pro, this challenge is tailor-made for you. I'm going to teach you the exact strategies that have helped me help my clients make over $2 million in the last 2 years. The journey to a thriving 5-figure speaking and consulting business begins with this challenge. So are you ready to redefine your limits, accelerate your growth, and bask in the limelight of your success? I want you to join the 5 Days to 5-Figure Speaking Challenge now. Let's rewrite your success story together. Simply head over to speakingforprofit.com. You're going to click that button that says 5 Days to 5-Figure Speaking Gigs so you can get started with the challenge. Can't wait to see you there. All right, now back to the show. So let's get into the top 5 ways to create a profitable stage on YouTube, our topic for today. So one of the first ways that I've been able to create profit on YouTube, and what I mean by profit is, I want you to look at it this way. I look at it, how much does it cost me to create my YouTube videos on a consistent basis? And then what money do we make from that? That's what I mean by profit, because it's important. I don't want to be paying a whole bunch of money to make videos and not able to pay for it. So the money that we make from affiliate income and some of that, we're able to pay for the production of the channel and also have money left over. The number one way that I've been able to do that is through consistency. Consistency. And if you don't have your notebook, go on and get it out and start taking some notes. Consistency is so important on YouTube. Consistency means, for me, posting podcast video with information or interview at least once a week, or going live once a week. A mixture of both if I'm able to. I find that my audience doesn't need to forget about me. And if they do, that means I'm not being consistent. So for you, you have to figure out what consistency looks like for you. For some of us, consistency is going to be showing up once a week. For some of us, that's going to be once a month. It really depends on you and the relationship you have with your audience. But what I often say about consistency is that the importance is that you set up how you're going to do it and you commit to it. So if you say, I'm going to post a YouTube video once a week, then you need to commit to doing it once a week. If you say you're going to do it once a month, then you need to commit and actually complete that task and do it once a month. If you say once a day, then you need to commit to that as well. So what I like to do, especially when I'm doing more strategy coaching with my clients around creating their content, like I'm working with someone right now who's launching a podcast. I'm working with another private client who's launching an online course. I like to think about capacity. So as you're thinking about creating your own stage and your own show on YouTube, you've got to think to yourself, what do you have capacity for? And there's a lot that goes into creating. There's just a lot that goes into it. You might be creating in the sense of just a short 10-minute video, or you might be doing more of a 30, 45-minute video and a walkthrough, or you might be doing a presentation. So you've got to know your style and what it takes to get it out to be a great product. Now, I do want to say with consistency, one of the things that often come up as a barrier for many people, especially when it comes to video, is trying to be perfect. So I ask that you all lead with imperfect action. You don't have to be perfect on YouTube. You just don't. Y'all see me. This is simple. I got a simple mic set up, cute background with some books, window over there. This right here is a Logitech webcam. I got a fancy camera. It's just not plugged up. Eventually, we'll kind of move over to that. But I've always led with imperfect action. And I think it's became really comfortable for me to show up on video. And I want that for you as well. So the number one way to create a profitable stage on YouTube is being consistent and showing up. The number 2 way to create profitable stage on YouTube is to lead from your data and not from your emotions. Lead from your data and not from your emotions. So one thing that's really great about YouTube, and in fact, you know what? I'm going to pull this up so you all can see it, because I think this could be some great information for y'all to have. Just give me one moment. I'm going to pull up my analytics. But YouTube has a whole YouTube Studio section where they show you your analytics and how your channel is doing. So I personally think sometimes when we're not getting the business that we want, we're not getting the money that we want, we're not getting the likes, the subscribers, we start feeling like we're not working hard enough or we're not doing enough, when often we just need to double down on what actually is working. And that's why it's important to lead from the analytics and not just lead from how you feel. So if you see, I'm sharing right now. Let me move this so you can see it fully. These are some of my analytics on YouTube, right? So let's say, I'm just going to show you an example. I'm not going to go through all the analytics. We don't have time for that today. But this is just giving you an example of how to lead with data and not with emotion. So let's say that I was looking on YouTube and I'm like, you know what? I want to get my views up, which is something that actually, y'all, I have been thinking about. Like, how do I get more views on YouTube? What I would do, and let me see if I can find this. Okay, great. What I would do is I would look under content, go to content. Actually, I would go under my dashboard, and then I would look under, I usually have it here. Go to channel analytics, bam. And then I'm going to look at watch time. Actually, I'm going to look at views, right? And these views are breaking down the last 28 days. But then y'all see, if we look lifetime, right? We got the 30K going, which is good to know. I always want to go to lifetime so I can see the full view of the channel. And then I would look at content that did really well. And I'm down on that content, right? This is one of our top to watch shorts. The power of pricing is building your brand. And I think it's because of what I'm talking about in here, but also the title, right? That did really well. People stayed for the majority of that video, even though it's really short. I'm seeing that our shorts are doing really well when it comes to views. So maybe right now we do 1 short a day. Maybe I try to do 2 shorts a day and see how that upticks our analytics when it comes to views. The other thing I'm seeing is that the top videos, right? Top 5 ways to find speaking gigs, how to be a great ally, right? These things are popping up. These are topics that I can talk about a little bit more in my content and see if that works. The other thing that I always look at when I'm thinking about my YouTube channel and my analytics is what am I trying to grow? Am I currently trying to grow my subscribers, which means that I need to get more eyes on it? Am I trying to get more views? Am I trying to get more people to click the links in my description? So leading with your data in mind is always going to put you in a good position when it comes to any kind of social media platform, but especially YouTube, because it really is about you doubling down on what's working and creating more things that your audience enjoys. So if you see that your audience enjoys you creating videos about, like, for instance, I've seen that my audience really enjoys me creating videos about Kajabi. I did a couple of walkthroughs on how to do the different things on there, how to create your first course, how to find your course topic. So what I'm planning to do this summer is probably like a 30-day sprint where I do a video a day about Kajabi to really focus on building up our affiliate income, but also supporting a larger group of people with creating digital products. So I look at my data and then I make decisions that are informed on that. Right? So we're talking about the top 5 ways to create profitable stage on YouTube. First way, consistency. Second way, we want to lead with data and not emotionality. We want to lead with the data because they're giving us the data for a reason. So we want to make sure that we want to use it. The third way is promotion. You've got to promote your YouTube channel. You've got to promote it. You can't just sit around and wait for someone else to promote it for you. You've got to share it. So 2 places that you should always be sharing your YouTube channel. 1, you should be sharing it with your favorite social media platform. And for many of you, that's going to be different. Some of you, it'll be Facebook. Some will be Instagram. Some are TikTokers. Some are, I know there's another social media app created by Amazing Black Man I can't think of right now. But whatever platform it is, wherever your audience lives, share it with them and get them back to watch it on YouTube. If you have an email list or a text message list, you can share it with them as well. So before I even went live today for this topic, I sent a message out to my email list. I also sent a message out to my text message thread because I want everyone to know that this is happening. And this is the thing. I don't want you all to get distracted about who shows up. I just want you to send it out because right now I'm looking and think there's 6, 7 people here actively, but there's probably thousands of people, hundreds of people who will watch this in the replay. So even if you send it out and people don't show up, what are you going to do? You're going to follow rule number 1 and you're going to be consistent. You're still going to show up. You're still going to go live. You're still going to give, all the extra love for your video so that people can see you and they can see you show up and see you show out, right? So those are the first 3 ways. Consistency, lead from data, not emotion, and make sure that you promote. The 4th way is to always have a call to action. You can add a whole lot of value to YouTube videos and to your own stage, but if you don't tell your audience how they can take the next step with you, then they're never going to take the step. So for example, today I shared with you all this amazing information about the top 5 ways to create a profitable stage on YouTube. And I gave you some of the success that I've had. And before I even went into the content, I shared with you all how you can get a ticket to our event, which is Speaking for Profit Live. You always want to have a call to action because you never know who's in your audience who wants to support your work, but they don't know how to support it. And you have to take this time where you're building your own stage to do that. And your call to action might be about a product or a service that you have, but it also might be like, hey, go look at the description in the link of this video and purchase this affiliate product, or join my email list, or text me this word so that you can join my text message list. You just want to move your audience from beyond watching you to taking the next step of interacting with you. So always have a call to action in every video. This is something that I didn't do in the beginning, and I learned from one of my amazing mentors, Graham Cochran. Shouts out to Graham. And Graham had an amazing course, and he talked about you always have to have a call to action in all your videos. And then I started doing videos and I was like struggling with it. And I said, you know what? This is something that we have to do every video. So when I put together a script or an outline for my YouTube videos, I have a section there that says call to action so that I make sure I remember and I'm consistent with it. Don't be bashful. If you're adding all this value and you're giving all this amazing content to your audience, also give them a way to work with you on the next level. And then the 5th way to grow a profitable YouTube stage is to grow your audience through interviews. Interviews are one of the greatest ways that you can grow your audience on YouTube. The reason that is because it gives you an opportunity to showcase your skill set, whether that's coaching, being a great host, speaking to people, treating people fairly, getting in great conversations, humor, but also it allows you to grow because you're not only sharing this with your audience, you're sharing it with the audience of the person that you're interviewing. So that person's going to be excited and they're going to want to share the interview afterwards. And then there's people within their audience who didn't know about you who are able to now know more about your business and about your YouTube channel. So we talked about the top 5 ways, right? If you have any questions, just go on and put them in the chat. Top 5 ways to build a profitable stage with your YouTube channel. Number 1, consistency. You've got to be consistent and you've got to show up. Your show up is all about your capacity and what you commit to do for your audience. It's not about, oh, someone said I got to post once a day, so I'm going to stress myself out and post once a day. Somebody said I got to post twice a week. No, do what you have capacity for, because this is better for it to be done and done well than for you to rush it because you're trying to keep up with quantity and not quality. So consistency. Number 2, you want to lead from data and not emotion. So I would suggest when you do start your YouTube channel that you review your data at least once a month. If you don't have capacity for that, at maximum once a quarter to see what's really working. And then you're going to take that data and you're going to double down on it. Oh, okay. I see that people really like when I do shorts about motivation. I'm going to do more of those. Oh, you know what? I see like I go live once a week and that really works. What would it be like for me to try to go live twice a week and see what that does for my views? Those are amazing things that you can do to continue to grow your channel and continue to grow your income. Number 3, you want to promote your YouTube show. So you've got to send out emails, texts, make sure that you're sharing on your favorite social media platform. Number 4, you always want to have a call to action. You want to make sure that people know who you are and how to take the next step when it comes to working with you. And then number 5, if you can infuse some interviews throughout there, you're going to see some growth because other people's audiences will know more about you. So it's been a pleasure, y'all. Like, I wanted to share these tips with you because I know many of you are on a lot of social media platforms. There's so many to be a part of. But I think as a speaker, a consultant, as a person who is hoping to monetize their message, there's really not a better platform for you to be on besides YouTube. And it took some convincing for me. I remember I was doing it last year. And to be honest with y'all, I was kind of half-assing it. I wasn't really committing. I would do a couple of videos here and there, but the last 6 months have been transformative for my business. And I know as the momentum picks up, it's even going to be better. Last 6 months, 500 subscribers on YouTube, over 30,000 views. We've sold several digital products, the opportunity to connect with people globally, and our affiliate income is up to $800. So one of my goals for YouTube is to increase our affiliate income, to also get into a space where we're attracting more ideal clients, and to eventually really create a space where YouTube evergreen. And what I mean by that is we have videos that are being watched all the time because they're connected to a resource that people really, really enjoy. So I'm really excited for the next 6 months, and I can't wait to share with you all at the end of the year how our YouTube channel has grown. Now, I know for some of you, this probably wasn't enough, right? You probably have thought to yourself, I really want to create a YouTube channel. I really want to create my own show, but I'm not sure where to start. We have a training within the Speaking for Profit Circle that talks about creating your own stage, and it's free, y'all. It's free. It's free for you to join today. So I am going to go on and put the link back up here. If you want to join the Speaking for Profit Circle, our free community, you can join and you can get access to that training. Now, if you know for a fact that you already have a YouTube channel, you've been creating videos, or maybe you don't, and you go live all the time on Facebook, or you go live all the time on LinkedIn, or maybe you go live all the time on Instagram, wherever you're doing it, and you've got a bunch of content and you want to create your channel and you want to create something that's profitable without relying on YouTube monetization. If you want to have a stream of income that's affiliate income or through your digital products or your coaching services or for your speaking business, I really would suggest that you go on and grab your ticket to Speaking for Profit Live. I am going to be doing a live workshop on all of these topics, and it will not be posted anywhere else. It will be at Speaking for Profit Live. And for other folks who want to get in on it, we might share it with folks later on this year. But this is the prime time for you to join and for you to create your own stage. So to join Speaking for Profit Live, you're going to go to www.speakingforprofit.com/S4P Live. If you can't make it in person to here in Atlanta, June 21st through the 22nd, you just want to go on and grab your virtual ticket. And that's going to give you an opportunity to get access to the full day, all the training and all the information. So y'all, it's been a pleasure, y'all. I don't see any questions coming through. If you have them and you're watching this in the replay, just go on and put them in the comments. We always come back and engage and answer those. But I want you all to know that YouTube is a great space to start building out your personal brand and really start to have conversations with your audience by creating your own stage. So if you already got the skill set as a speaker and a consultant, there's really no reason that you don't take time to build out this platform for yourself. So it's been really great to share with you some of the amazing celebrations and accomplishments that we've been able to have here with YouTube. And I hope that you all are able to create that for yourselves as well. Have a great day. And until next time, peace.